Hi everyone, I'm Aviad Cohen. Today I have the honor of having Pablo Giuliano, channel manager at NEC for TG Market, meaning Turkey, Israel, Greece, and Italy. Pablo, how are you?
Hi, Aviad. My honor to be your guest. I'm fine. Hope you too.
Thank you. So Pablo, recent news about NEC and Sharp combining forces, bringing in more exciting news. So before we dive into that, can you tell us a little bit about NEC and Sharp of 2021? How do you leverage yourself in such an extremely challenging year?
Yes, 2021 for our company, even though the tough situation we are living will be full of new solutions and new of news. I will mention three or four of them to let you understand what I'm talking about. There will be a complete replacement of the old large format display series with three new um, series called the new message lineup. So they will start all of them with an M. They will all be embedded with playback content in order to create and schedule the content as you prefer. And they can also be equipped with the new Raspberry Pi 4 media player and as an option also with the new Intel Smart Display module, a new standard that came out from Intel recently, and is a kind of a replacement of the old OPS. The new Raspberry Pi module will be also equipped with our new software, a kind of suite of tools and cloud-based services that allows you to create a basic digital signage solution without using third-party software. We will continue as a second uh, big news to introduce new class of direct view LED solutions. The main and unique feature that will be introduced is that a new class B series will be introduced shortly. We certified this series for class B, for not the single module, but the full 40-meter screen. This is particularly interesting for airports because these prevent the interference with the radio waves. And second feature that will be certified for the new series for 2021 is the fire resistance due to the metal chassis that we only use in our direct view LED solution. Third point is the renewal and upgrade of the Hyperwall software, which is our IP distributed software for control rooms. Will be introduced some new feature that allows our control room solution to be integrated with the LED screens, as I mentioned before. The content must be synchronized with perfect level, and this new feature of the Hyperwall version 7 will be perfect to optimize and synchronize the contents. Last but not least, talking about desktop displays, we are introducing two new models using USB-C cable, which allows you to have a clear setup when you on your workstation, because with only one cable, you will be able to power your laptop without using the docking station. And you can also create multiple displays configuration because they will also have display port out and allows you to create daisy chain with the desktop displays. A new capacitive touch display series will be introduced in the second half of the year, and we'll continue also with the laser-based projectors series. No replacement here, but we will continue with the existing laser-based projectors.
Wow. It seems like NEC and Sharp came very, very, very prepared for 2021. I remember when the Raspberry Pi introduction was made a few years ago. I think we spoke in person at one of the expos in Israel, and you said
Yes.
this is the future. This is what I don't think we're going to change from that, as it offers somewhat of best of breed. So you don't need an operating system that is too cumbersome. Hence the OPS that didn't seem to take off. I don't think with any manufacturer. It was a very interesting solution, but it didn't offer too much computing power. You had to have Windows installed, kind of slow down the entire thing, and you had to maintain it. But if you have Raspberry Pi, it's an open Linux system, allows you to do more. Kind of some other OSs that we know for other vendors allows you to put more applications on top of a very basic computing unit and produce the most of the screen. You spoke of USB Type C, which is what I believe the future. You just come with your laptop, you connect, you can do daisy chains, so you require less from the user. Of course, LED and airports. The fact that you're speaking about airports in March 2021 says you believe in resuming normality. And this is all a culmination of your partnership with Sharp. So, what is the vision of your partnership with Sharp? So, what more can we expect from it?
Yes. This is something very recent because last November, Sharp Corporation and NEC Corporation completed the acquisition of 66% of the share of NEC Display Solution Limited. As a result of this acquisition, NEC Display Solution became a subsidiary of Sharp. And the new name of the company since November 2020 is Sharp NEC Display Solutions Limited. This company will continue its focus on the B2B display business, producing and developing a broad range of visual display solutions for a variety of markets. As I mentioned, we are still at the early stages of this joint venture. So the merging of the two companies is not yet completed. And I don't expect to see many changes before 2022. But we have to say that NEC strong channel sales reach in EU and America, and also our well-known eco-partner network will help this new company to create more future business and success. And on the other side, the manufacturing power of Sharp, which is owned by Foxconn, as you probably are already aware, will allow to introduce some new and innovative advanced technologies. I can mention, for example, 8K ultra high definition monitors or monitors with embedded 5G connection. These are some of the upcoming news for the probably next year. We are sure that combining the skills, the capabilities, the knowledge of the two organizations can only bring us success and identifies us as one of the top leading market brand in AV industry.
Interesting. So you spoke about strategy through partnerships, and one of the big ones, as you just said, was with Sharp. And I see a best of breed here as well, taking two huge tech giants, combining them into one. One has the expertise in technology, the other one has manufacturers, the other one has networks. It works very well. Speaking of partners, one of your partners, or the largest partners, one of your most veteran partners in Israel is Yanil Systems. So the question is partnership as strategy. Yaneer Systems has been an NEC partner for almost like 3 decades now. So is this an indication of NEC's partners globally? What does it mean to partner up for so long?
Yes, I will say that Mr. Eli Kimchi, the owner of Yanir System, will be the right person to answer your question. But working for NEC since 8 years is quite a long time. Not that long like the partnership between NEC and the Yanir System uh, is is long. Is going back 30 years ago. Is for sure NEC DNA to establish long-lasting collaboration with its partner. So it's something common all over Europe. It's not the only partner that has this long collaboration all over Europe. But for sure, Yanir System is one of the oldest. They started collaboration much before I came in this company and dealing some other about others products like printers and also IT stuff, something like this. And they, time by time, they developed the relations and the partnership, dealing and covering all the portfolio that throughout the years NEC brought to the market. When you work together for that long time, you have enough time to know each other and learn the strength points and also the limits of each other. It's like in a love story, you have good times and also bad times. But if you put as a basic rule the mutual respect, first of all, and transparency, I would say, the love story goes on and on. These are the basic principles that we always share together with the Yanir systems, and that brought us much success in the past. Also some bad times, but it's part of the game.
It's always that. Oh, I think yeah. In every partnership, in every relationship, there are ups and downs. Question is, how do you go? How do you get through these times, and how do you make the best of them? So obviously, to me, from what you said, I can only assume and understand that NEC believes in partnerships and NEC believes in its partners. Obviously, now you believe in Yanir, and you stated you believe in Sharp. Future looks interesting. Um, for the last question, I'm going to go a little bit off topic because you spoke of so many capabilities, so many innovations in such a brief time. And as I've been in this industry for quite long now, but it feels to me that marketing wise, NEC is just scraping the surface, has all these offerings, and first of all, would you agree? And secondly, why do you think that is? Is it because it's a traditional company with traditional concepts, or is it something in the works that is about to explode and change? How would you phrase it?
Yes, let me say I partially agree, Aviad. For sure, as you mentioned, since NEC and now also Sharp are both a Japanese company, are very traditional company. They put much attention maybe in some aspect more related to the sales aspect instead of taking care in a bigger marketing activities. But the main reason why we lost some marketing presence or brand awareness, as you like to call it, is that we got out of the consumer business. In the 90s, we were very well known outside the AV market, also because we had a wide segment dealing with the consumer. We had the telephones, for example. We were one of the leading company for telephones in the 90s, together with the main brands. But now we are out of this segment and we only target our market activities to B2B segment. So the audience is much smaller than in the past, but I'm sure that those who are in the industry since day one still consider NEC as one of the top brands for some non-marketing related reasons. And I will mention now these reasons that allow us to keep our good level of brand awareness, not top one, but good level. We have our point, we still have our portion, our slice of the market. The main reasons are that those who use NEC products always trust in them because they know the reliability of our products. The failure rate of our products is very low. So when you use NEC one time, you will remember it.
I'm not laughing. I remember fondly of some of the screens I had installed with some of my projects, some of the projects I consulted. You visit them. Wasn't it like installed 6 years ago? Yeah, we don't shut it down. It's always on. Yeah, 6 years. Yeah, it works. I'd like to emphasize something. When I say traditional, I mean marketing wise, not technology wise. For me, this has never been the problem with NEC. Never. Yeah. It was never an issue. I think it was the Infinity board that came. One of the first collaboration boards in the market was introduced in 2017, 2018, I think. You remember it. And I thought there would be more awareness about this. So it's the right product, right time, but the awareness was just not there. What I'm asking is, do you think this should or would change now with the new partnership, with the new Sharp partnership?
Yes, for sure. This is something on the to-do list, not my to-do list, but our headquarter to-do list, to improve the presence especially in social media. This is something that probably we miss and we have to improve. Not miss at all, but we have for sure to improve. Our marketing at the moment is more related to the channel, not in Israel, but for example, outside Israel, we have a strong and recognized partner program with program of incentive and rebate program for loyal partner of NEC. This is something that we didn't already establish in Israel, but for sure this is something that we are thinking about. And in this case, the help of Yanir will be crucial, of course, because they have the main contact with the channel. I'm based in Italy and I visit Israel very often, but the contact with the channel is mainly through our distributors. And if we will introduce this partner program that is very strong all over Europe, also in Israel, will be for sure with the help of our distributor. As you mentioned, we are the widest portfolio in the AV segment. And this is also one point to be considered, because with one single brand, you can cover the complete needing of a project. Talking about larger format display, talking about projectors, desktop displays, LED, software solutions. I think no other brands can offer this complete wide range of solutions. And this is also something that is recognized from our customers.
I agree. So to summarize everything, NEC has done its homework, partnered up, keeps its strategies. You seem all geared up for 2021. Pablo Giuliano, I would like to thank you very much for your time. And we will be sure to meet again for new announcements and new updates. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Viad.